A silent night in the Highlands turns deadly in just a few seconds. No warning, no mercy. One moment everything looks calm, and the next, a powerful man is dragged into the darkness without a sound. Lord John is gone, and the people who took him did not come by accident. Somewhere far away, Jamie feels it in his heart before he even hears the news. Something has gone terribly wrong. And when the truth finally reaches him, one thought takes over everything. This is not just a kidnapping. This is the start of a war. The wind moves slowly across the dark hills, carrying a strange silence. Even the animals seem afraid to make a sound. Near a small path outside the settlement, Lord John is traveling with only a few guards. Everything looks normal, but there is tension in the air, like danger is hiding just out of sight. Suddenly, without any warning, shadows appear from the trees. Fast, silent, and deadly. The guards barely have time to react before chaos breaks out. Swords flash in the dark. Horses panic. And in the middle of it all, Lord John is pulled away from his men. He fights back, but it is too late. The attackers are organized, strong, and clearly waiting for this exact moment. Within seconds, everything is over. The path is empty again, except for fallen men and scattered weapons. Lord John is gone. Taken into the darkness, like he was never there at all. Far away, Jamie is restless. He cannot explain it, but something inside him feels wrong. He keeps pacing, unable to settle. Claire notices his silence, his sharp focus, the way he keeps looking toward the distance like he is waiting for bad news to arrive. Then it happens. A messenger arrives, breathless and shaken. The words come out broken, but clear enough to freeze Jamie in place. Lord John has been taken. For a moment, everything goes silent in Jamie's mind. His face changes slowly, like he is trying to understand something too painful to accept. Claire steps closer, sensing the storm building inside him. Jamie does not shout. He does not ask many questions. Instead, his voice comes out low and steady, but filled with fire. "This was planned," he says. "This was not random." Claire tries to calm him, but Jamie is already turning away. His hands are clenched. His breathing is heavy. He is not thinking anymore. He is deciding. Because in that moment, one truth becomes clear to him. Whoever took Lord John did not just make an enemy. They just woke up Jamie Fraser. And now, nothing will stop what comes next. The room feels smaller the moment the messenger finishes speaking. No one moves. No one breathes properly. Jamie stands still, like his body is holding back a storm that is ready to explode. Claire watches him closely, already knowing that whatever he does next will not be gentle. The messenger repeats it again, quieter this time, as if saying it louder might make it worse. Lord John, he was taken on the northern path. There were no survivors who could explain it. Jamie finally turns his head. His eyes are sharp, but there is something burning behind them. Not confusion, not fear. It is something deeper, something dangerous. This was not a simple attack, Jamie says. His voice is calm, but it carries weight. This was planned. They waited for him. Claire steps closer, trying to hold him in place with her words. "Jamie, we don't know everything yet. We need time. We need to think." But Jamie shakes his head once. That small movement is enough to show he is already far past waiting. "If they took him," he says, "then they wanted me to know." A heavy silence falls again. The air feels thick, like even the walls are listening. Jamie starts pacing now, slow steps at first, then faster. His mind is working too quickly, connecting things no one else sees yet. He remembers old tensions, old warnings, old enemies who never truly disappeared. Every memory now feels like a piece of a darker picture coming together. Claire watches him carefully. She knows this look. It is the look Jamie gets when he is no longer just a man. They are not asking for ransom, Jamie says suddenly. They are sending a message. Claire's voice softens. A message to whom? Jamie stops walking. He looks straight ahead like he can already see the answer in the distance. To me, the words land hard. Even the messenger looks away, unsure of what has become of him. Claire tries one last time to reach him. Jamie, rushing into this, could be exactly what they want. But Jamie is already pulling on his coat. His hands move fast, sharp, determined. There is no hesitation left in him now. If I do nothing, he says quietly, then he dies in silence, and I will not allow that. He turns toward the door, but pauses for just a moment. Claire can see it now. Not just anger, but fear buried deep inside him. Fear of what this means. Fear of what he might have to become. And then he says it, almost like a promise made to himself more than anyone else. I will bring him back, or burn the road that took him. The door opens. The mission is no longer just beginning. It has already started. The air outside feels colder now, like the world itself has changed after the news. Jamie does not slow down. Every step he takes is sharp, controlled, and full of purpose. But inside him, thoughts are moving like a storm that refuses to settle. Claire follows him at a distance, watching closely. She knows this is the moment where emotion can turn into danger. Jamie is not just angry anymore. He is hunting something he cannot yet see. A rider arrives shortly after, bringing something small but important, a torn piece of fabric found near the attack site. It is stained, rough, and marked with a symbol that makes Jamie stop instantly. He does not speak at first. His eyes stay locked on it. Claire notices the change in his face. "You recognize it?" she says quietly. Jamie finally nods. "I have seen this before. A long time ago." That is all he says at first, but it is enough. The past is now pulling itself into the present. Flash memories rise in Jamie's mind. Old conflicts, old meetings with men who smiled while planning betrayal. Men who never truly disappeared, only hid in shadows, waiting for the right moment to return. "This is not just one group," Jamie says slowly. "This is something bigger, something that has been building for years." Claire's voice tightens. "You think this is connected to your past enemies?" Jamie does not answer immediately. Instead, he looks toward the dark horizon, as if he can already see the shape of what is coming. "Yes," he says finally, "and they are not hiding anymore." A heavy silence follows. Even the wind feels like it has stopped moving. Jamie begins walking again, but now his direction has changed. It is no longer just about rescuing Lord John. It is about walking straight into the heart of something dangerous that has been waiting for him. Claire steps in front of him for a moment. "Jamie, if this is a trap meant for you, then walking into it—" "They already have him," Jamie interrupts, his voice firm but controlled. "If I hesitate now, I give them more time, more control." He looks at the torn fabric again. His grip tightens. "This symbol, it means they want me to follow them. They are not hiding anymore because they are ready." Claire can see it now. This is no longer just a rescue mission. It is a setup, a carefully planned move in a much larger game. Jamie turns his back to her slightly, his voice lower now, but colder. "They think they are the hunters," he says, "but they forgot something." He pauses just long enough for the weight of his words to settle. "I know how to survive in their kind of darkness." And with that, he steps forward again. Not just toward Lord John, but straight into the shadow of an enemy that has finally shown its face. The sky above the valley is turning darker, not just from night, but from smoke rising in the distance. Jamie stands on a ridge with his men behind him, but his eyes are locked far ahead. What he sees is not just a place, it is a war. Fires are burning in scattered points below, not wildfires, controlled ones, signs of a stronghold, signs of an enemy that is no longer hiding. Claire is not beside him, but her words still echo in his mind. If you go too far into this, there may be no coming back. He understands that risk better than anyone, but stopping now is no longer possible. A scout returns, breathing hard, face covered in dust. He drops to one knee. They are holding him inside. The scout says, "Lord John is alive, but they are moving him soon." Jamie does not react loudly. There is no shout, no panic, only silence, a dangerous kind of silence, because now he knows time is not just running out, it is already gone. He raises his hand slowly, signaling his men forward. No long speech, no hesitation. Everyone already understands what this means. This is not a rescue planned in safety anymore. This is war. As they move closer, the sound of metal and shouting grows louder. The enemy is ready, traps are set, and every step forward is a step deeper into fire. Jamie's grip tightens on his sword. His face is calm, but his eyes carry something unbreakable now. He whispers to himself, barely audible, "Hold on, John." And then the attack begins. Arrows cut through the air. Men shout. Steel clashes against steel. The night explodes into chaos. Jamie moves through it like he was made for it. Fast, precise, unstoppable. But even in the middle of battle, one thought never leaves his mind. Lord John is still alive, somewhere in that darkness. And if Jamie has to tear the entire world apart to reach him, then that is exactly what will happen. Because this is no longer just a mission. It is the beginning of a war that will change everything.